Assalamu alaikum. Now I'm going to talk about subheads. Subheads, also the full form subheading, you can say, is again a very important element of the ad copy. Now, what do subheads do? The subheads basically breaks up the text, all right? So in heading, you can so much so only cover. So the rest of the text, which goes in the copy, but there's still something more that you need to highlight. That's when subhead really can help you. So it helps in breaking up the text, and also it navigates to the point of interest. So whatever is not covered in the headline, you can cover the next most important thing in the subheading. Also, it sums up the key message. So whatever you have written in the copy, which could be a few lines or more, maybe, you can sum that up really well in the subhead. Now, let's take a look at this example. For example, the first one, where it says the higher level of power, all right, the subheading and below you can see in red, it says the wait is over. Now, the wait is over because people were probably looking forward for this particular model of Toyota, right? So the wait is over also is reflecting to the copy which is below it, which is a 4-line copy. So the wait is over is kind of summing up the rest of the copy, that what were people waiting for, right? Similarly, there's another example, again, of Toyota Altis. It says, unending miles of envy, all right? But also the fact that when it's saying so, the subheading also says designed to inspire envy, right? Now, when you're saying this, automatically the viewer is getting a perception that this model has something to be envious about. Moving forward, when you look at this particular ad, now this is about discovering the best social media marketing strategies for the world top experts, right? Now, this summarizes in the headline. But what is registering for such an event, all right? What will you gain from it? So that is very well summed up in your subheading, which is reading that you'll discover the latest tactics and master social media in 2020. So this again is a very important takeaway for a viewer, which could not come in the headline and which is now embedded in the subhead for the viewers. Now look at this particular ad. Creating the advertising message. When you look at this particular ad, it has divided everything. A headline, it shows you the headline, which reads, yes, she checks herself out in the mirror. Then you go to follow the blue line and see what the blue line, which is the subheading, says. It says, protect yourself starting today, right? So this is an ad of Neutrogena skincare product, and the fact that your look is important is embedded in the main headline, but the fact that your skin needs protecting, all right? So that protection is provided by this particular product. That is a very important message again, which is delivered by the subheading of the ad. For example, look at this ad, the ad of Hardee's. How's that for an offer? All right, but when you look at the heading, it really does not tell you what the offer is unless you go to the subhead which says 2020, how's that deal, right? So how's that for an offer? How's that there is directly relating to the cricket and the 2020 series. However, the 2020 could not be embedded in the heading. They have embedded that in the subhead.